students whispered nervously as they filed into the morning ethics class. Professor Lulel, known for his calm voice and unpredictable lessons, walked into the lecture hall holding a single clear glass jar. He placed it on the table and said nothing. The students exchanged confused looks. Among them was Amani, a quiet but brilliant student who always preferred blending into the background. Professor Lulel finally broke the silence. "Amani, come forward." Amani froze, startled. He rarely got called out. He slowly walked to the front of the hushed classroom. Without a word, the professor opened the jar and dropped in a large stone that landed with a loud clack. He turned to Amani. "Amani, is this jar full?" Amani blinked, the entire class waiting for his answer. "Yes, sir, it appears full." The professor smiled faintly, then lifted a small bag of pebbles and poured them in. They rattled down, filling all the spaces between the large stone. "How about now?" he asked. Amani, a bit more cautious this time, replied, "Now it's definitely full." Professor Lulel didn't respond. He simply reached under the table and brought out a container of fine sand. Slowly, he poured it into the jar. The sand trickled down, filling every tiny crevice that remained. The class murmured in surprise, and now the professor pressed Amani's side, a little embarrassed. "Now it's full, sir." Professor Lulel chuckled, then took a glass of water and poured it into the jar. The water seeped in, soaking the sand, rising just to the brim. The class gasped. The professor put the jar down and looked directly at Amani. "This jar," he said gently, "is your life." He pointed to the large stone. "The big stone is your health and your purpose, the things that matter most." He touched the pebbles. "The pebbles are your responsibility, school work, family duties." He ran his finger through the sand. "The sand is everything, small distractions, noise, arguments, scrolling endlessly." Then he held up the empty water glass. "And the water is time. If you waste it on what does not matter, you will drown what truly does." Amani stared at the jar, his expression softening with realization. The professor asked quietly, "So, Amani, if you don't put the big stones in first, will they ever fit at the end?" The class went silent. Some students looked at their phones, suddenly guilty. Others sat up straighter. Amani swallowed, feeling the weight of the question. The professor smiled kindly. Class dismissed. Amani walked back to his seat, but that question followed him long after the door closed. "So let me ask you, if your life were this jar, what have you been filling it with first?" Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think.